How you doing? It's Mel, the hair and tie guy, coming at you live from, well, Pennsylvania. Who knew? Pennsylvania. Well, actually I did a couple days ago whenever I picked up this load. Anyways, hey Pennsylvania, how you doing? Well, things are going pretty good, I guess. Getting, used to the flatbed world. Man, I'll tell you what. To be honest with you people, before you choose to go flatbedding, make sure that you want to change your life. And the reason I tell you that is because anybody can be a pilot one of these trucks going down the road. You can guide it between the lines, do as fast as the truck will go, get from point A to point B, drop and hook and book, or swing them doors. That's the easy part. Driving, yeah, I've been driving since 1991. I've driven all kinds of trucks, worked farm work and stuff, but to the extent of this type of flatbedding, no, I haven't. I mean, it's one thing to sit there and haul hay, haul cotton, but to sit there and have to tarp every load, in high winds, in the weather, well, you better check your man card. You better have a man card. I know there's no card there. And I guess I was just like, okay, I'm holding an imaginary man card because that's what it takes. Now, I'm not taking anything away from all you women out there doing it. I'm just saying that you know what I'm talking about. It does take a lot of work to do flatbedding, and you have to use your brains. You have to use all of your available resources. Make sure you're securing your load right, so you don't kill anybody. And, well, at the end of the day, the bed's still the same. Yeah, the bed's still the same. You can still get in the back of your sleeper and you can go to sleep. Hell yeah, you can go to sleep. But see, you just don't feel the same when you're going down the road and swinging doors. Because at the end of the day, that's all you're doing, man. You ain't getting a workout. You're not definitely getting in better shape. Holy crap. I've seen some of you guys at truck stops. Good Lord. You need to start flatbedding, because it'll whip you into shape. I mean, I'm 46. And I feel like an old man at the end of the day. Because I'm hurting. My arm's hurting. Or my guns are hurting. My chest is hurting. My back is hurting. Hell, my legs are hurting. My neck is hurting. But guess what, man? It only takes a couple of weeks, and then that hurting starts to, you either get used to it, or you start to start building some muscle. Start, being able to be that strong individual again, instead of, those of you that work those sedentary jobs and don't work out and stuff. Man, I'll tell you what, this is a good workout. I mean, it takes a lot. I ain't gonna lie. It's hard work. But let me tell you the benefits. Well, you get a good workout. You get your you definitely get your blood boiling. you get your heart rate going pretty good. It's a good little workout. I say little workout. So far, I had, well, this coil load I had here, it took me about an hour and 20 minutes to secure and tarp this load, and that was a short one, because I know lumber loads, multi-layer loads, and well, shoot, even those that wire on those wire racks that I loaded out of Norman, Oklahoma, whew, that was, securing it wasn't that bad. Trying to figure out whether or not, I got the 4 movements covered, it took a minute for me to go, okay, forward to back, got it, up to down, got it. It really isn't any toppling effect there, because it wasn't that high. It was only about up to about, I would say, well, it was above my waist. It was less than my chest height, while I was up on the deck, but I'm 6'2", so I mean, kind of hard to judge. I didn't measure the heights because it wasn't necessary. I was just taking into consideration the weight and the securement and everything. And well, they told us there at Melton that your rug rails are only good for 4,000 pounds, so it doesn't matter if you have a strap or a chain that's rated higher, that just stick with that 4,000 pound rating and you'll be okay, because that's what the rug rails are rated at. So it makes the math a little bit easier. You got 35,000 pounds, how many straps you need? Well, so you take 4,000, divide it by that 35, which we all know doesn't come out to an even number. And so if you look at 9 straps, so 9 times 4 is really what would put you up into that range, because you got 36,000 pounds, so 9 times 4,000 is 36,000 pounds. You got 35,000 pounds on your load, so you've got enough securement with 9. But I was looking at it as, okay, so I got to do a little bit more thinking up here. Just because I have 9 straps on there, is it going to cover all the bases for each little section? And I ended up using a lot more than 9 straps, because I didn't want it to move forward, I didn't want it to move backwards. So there's 2 straps. And then even if I just went 1 strap over each 2 sets of wire, all the way back, I was still looking at total, what was it, 14 straps instead of 9. So I had 14 straps on there. And just because I have 14 straps, I was covering all of the movements, and it will actually gross more weight than what was on there. So it's a combination. You got to think about it, and there wasn't a guide or anything here for those wire racks, and they stack them by 2s, 2 all the way back. And so you just have to use a little bit of common sense and secure it. And so you can't just sit there and put it in your mind, oh, okay, I got 35,000 pounds, 9 straps will do it, when you got to look at your movement and everything too. And he's like, even with these coils I got 2 coils. Each coil weighed 15,000 a piece. So actually it was really like 16 something with the dunnage and everything that it was on. When I did my calculations, it was about 16. So I had a total of 32 some change, so 33,000 pounds. So I did 2 straps across each of the coils for the up and down movement, right? So there's 4 straps. And then I've got to do the side to side and front and back. And in order to do that, you know, you have to think crosswise, so you cross them. So there's 8 straps. All right, so let's do the math. 8 times 4 is going to be 32. And that's right at where I was at. But instead of 8, I actually used 10, because what I did was I strapped the bottom of it so it wouldn't move forward. You know, so I strapped around the coil this way and then around that way, kind of at an angle on the bottom, to keep it from, you know, moving and stuff too. So I mean, I used a little more than what was necessary as far as weight, but I just don't want those suckers coming forward or anything. So I mean, yeah, I mean, you guys that, you know, have been doing this for a long time can say whatever you want to, and that's fine, but I'm thinking safety, and I want to be safe. So that's why I did it the way I did it. And I wish, you know, I can see why Melton doesn't want you to show, you know, your securement video and stuff like that, but honestly, I think that it's very educational. And to me, you know, I've learned how to secure things that I haven't even hauled yet, just by watching you know, Dale Clay, who works for Maverick, and you know, shout out to Dale, because I've learned a lot just by watching him and listening to him in his journey, you know, as a flatbed driver. And yeah, I mean, there's a lot of bad habits you can pick up on, but you know, I'm looking at the way he does things, and you know, the manual and stuff, and the training that Melton gave me, and I'm like, you know, you're dead on. And I'm really glad that I got to watch all your videos and stuff before coming here to Melton, because it really helped me. And you know, I'm just saying, you know, good job. And you know, that's what it's all about, is learning and sharing, you know, what you can. But until Melton changes their policy and everything, I won't be able to show that. So that's fine. And I know that, you know, that happens sometimes, you know, because of policies and stuff, and obviously they have their reasons. You know, it's like you go and you fill out an application, and you go through an orientation for a company that says, hey, no throwing softballs while standing in front of the glass. Well, there's a reason why they have that. So they have a caveat, boom, don't do this, because it's probably happened before, right? So I can understand why, you know, Melton would have a policy about not showing load securement and tarping and stuff like that, because, you know, obviously maybe someone did it wrong and they just don't want, you know, that to come back and, you know, nip somebody in the butt. Understandable. But back to the main point here, and the main point being, flatbed driving is hard work. So, I mean, don't kid yourself. Unless you're willing to stick it out and everything, don't waste people's time. Don't come here and go, oh my gosh, it's so much hard work, I'm so sore, I can't do this, and then quit because you've wasted a lot of man hours in training you and money that it takes to try to get somebody out there on the road. Honestly, man, you know, when you waste people's time, especially when you're just going to sit there and you know, kind of, this isn't for me, Okay, well, why don't you just go out and drive, a reefer or a van over the road and see if you can be a truck driver, because that's what it's going to take, being a truck driver first, and then on top of that, having all of the safety things that go on when you're loading and unloading on flatbed. I mean, it's a lot of work. I'm gonna lie to you, man. It kicks me in the butt. But the thing I like about it is, one, I'm getting a good workout, and it allows me to sit there and go, I can get mad at a chain, a strap, a tarp. I can get mad all day long at that. But guess who I'm getting really mad at? Yeah, I'm getting mad at myself, right? And see, I can get mad at myself and work out my aggression and everything on just doing the job the right way and working. And so, those endorphins are going. And by the time I'm completely done securing and tarping the load, holy crap, man, I'm bush. But I had a good workout. And all of a sudden you get behind the wheel and I'm just like, okay, I feel good about today. Because when you unload in the morning and then you load in the afternoon, it's one long day. And when it's one long day, you're tired, you're sore, and then it's time to start your other part of the job, which is driving and making sure you planned your trip out and everything. So there's a lot of benefits to it, and I like it. I mean, it's kicked myself, I kick myself every day for not doing it whenever I was younger. But now it's just, hey, I know there are people out there that have the will to do this type of work, and I'm one of those people right now, and I feel good about myself every day, and that's what it takes right there. It's a lot different than refrigerated or dropping, hooking, and swinging doors. I'll tell you that much for sure. It really is. So, I'm thankful for being able to do this, because I know a lot of people out there wish they could do something different and maybe not have the skill set to do something different. But if you really want to work hard and feel good about yourself after accomplishing something as little as securing the load and tarping that load, then Melton, or any flatbedding company for that matter, would be a good place to start. No company is going to be perfect. I know that for a fact. No company is going to be perfect. But if you do decide to, go down this route, become a flatbed driver, then be prepared. Be prepared to work hard. I haven't really seen the payoff yet monetarily, but I see the payoff in just working hard and feeling like you worked hard. And that's, for me right now, it's all I have to go off of. So to everybody out there in Hair Nation,